Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Laurie if you're new here, and if you are not new, I'm happy to see you again. We just finished this page together in the last video, and it's the same day. I thought I would just continue on and go into my little journals and use the rest of the scraps that we didn't use on this page. So I'm going to move this over to the side, and I'm going to bring in my little books. This is not it. I haven't showed you guys this. This is what I did in February for the hearts. I didn't film it, but I'll show it to you at some point. Let's see, this page is not done, but we have a new page we can start. Of course, we could add to this page if we wanted to. Maybe I'll do that. This is just a die cut, like a cutout from, something from a long time ago that I just threw on there. We might do that. I don't know. I'll leave that page open. And then here, let's start a new page. So, I don't like this flower. I said it in the last video. I still don't like it. But I am going to use it. Maybe I could use part of it and be happier. Maybe like that. Or I could use it on this page. And this could go on there. That might look good there. That one still shows some pink, so I kind of like that one. All right, let me get some more scraps. We need some more scraps to do this. I went and got my tote. It's a little plastic container that I keep scraps in different pouches. And like this is neutral stuff. One of them is like words, one is like painted papers, one is like little scraps like this one. So I'm gonna go through that. So we're going to focus on this one and just see what happens. I figured out what I want to put on here. I'm going to glue this down first. This is just tape. You know, when you get a box delivered and there's this tape on it, I like to tear off any tape that I can possibly get off. Now I have to decide on how I'm going to mess with this flower. Okay, I've decided instead of folding it and using it, I'm going to cut off part of it. I do like it better. I like it better that way a lot, actually. Okay, let's push back the background a little bit with white gesso. I've got this little strip of paper I thought I would use as a stem. I'm losing a lot of my blue up there. I didn't want to lose a lot of my blue, so what if we cut down the flower a little bit? Get rid of some of this extra stuff on the side. Yeah, I like that better. I have these little bitty scraps left over from my package that I received when I was on the Robin Marie Smith design team, and one of the projects I did, I used one of these cards, and I have a bunch of little leftover scraps. I saved every little scrap because I loved all the little colors and pieces so much. So I've got a bunch of those set aside over here, and I'm going to glue those down. I want to push back the background a little bit, change a few things, but I think I need to stop for today. I will come back tomorrow and pick up where I left off. See you tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day. So this is where I left off. I came back in with fresh eyes. I don't like it. So we got to do something to fix this. So what I want to do is nothing. I'm going to move it out of the way, and I'm going to change books, because when you don't know what to do, do nothing. Or move on to something else. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I might need another piece of paper to go here. I don't really like this in the background. I could paint it, but I think I want some paper here. So I'm gonna look for that. Oh, what is this? That won't work. This might work. Kind of like that. Let's try that. I didn't really like this, how it was working, so put it over to the side. Then I pulled out a few more scraps, and I found a word that I had printed out on one of those little, to make words. That says positivity, so I might use that. These are little shapes that I make for things, and then I don't use them, so they get put in a little pouch, and then you never know when they're gonna come in handy. Glue this down next. This is a little thicker piece of paper, so when it's too thick, or if you don't like the thickness, you can peel off your back layer a little bit. You can wet it and get a little bit off, or sometimes it'll just peel for you. This is a rather thick piece of paper too. This is actually a tag, one of those big tags. That might make a cool leaf. Another funky leaf. So we have a flower with a big heart leaf and a little tiny leaf. I kind of like that. Let's go with that. Okay, so we've got our flowers and everything glued down. So it's not finished. We're going to set it to the side. And we're going to go to this book. And let's see what kind of mess we can get into here. I've been looking around at all my little scraps that I pulled out for the last page and didn't like anything. So we're still stuck with this little circle here, and I like these two little scraps for my leaves. I also think I might want to try this. I like the painty splotches on here. I also like the green, could be a leaf here. I'm just going to cut kind of around where the shape goes. This is a palette paper, so if you're not careful, the paint will peel off if it's too thick. Kind of liking that. And then bring some stems down. That's what I think I want to do. So we're gonna lose this. We're just gonna wipe it back. Some of it might show through, some of it might not. We're taking a chance here. We might just change directions altogether. Now I need some greens for the leaves and stems. I might use that. So here's what I've done. I took this painty paper that I have that I cut out shapes and things from, and I made 3 stems, and I cut out those little green shapes on that palette paper that I cut these from. So they're here. I can do a little more shaping up. And I took this little circle from the scraps, and I'm going to use that on here. Then I want to take this. I was going to make it a little pot like that, but I decided that I would rather have it like that. I'm gonna clear off some of this stuff because we're gonna start fiddling with these pages now. I really wanted to use more of these scraps, but I didn't, so it's just not meant to be today. I'm gonna take all my scraps and put them back in my little scrap bag, and then I'll have them for another time. I am gonna leave this word positivity out in case I wanna use that. And I still haven't decided about these two little flowers, so I'll leave those out. But everything else I think I'm gonna put away. I can always go back and get it later. Then we'll get started on fiddling with the pages and see if we can maybe turn them into something we like even better. Okay, so here's our 3 books. There's 2 things. As I was putting away my scraps, I went ahead and cut out this little brown section of that palette paper where I got these little leaves from, and it just reminded me of something, and I'm going to set that aside to play with later. And as I dropped my glue and was picking it up, I found this on the floor, and I thought I could use that on here. And this little piece here that we cut off the bottom of this page, I think I'm going to use it here to bring out this stem a little more. And this, I don't know, I may not use it at all. We'll see. Do I want this? I don't think I do. I think I'm gonna leave it off. So I'm looking at these and I'm trying to decide how to go about changing them. I want the flower to stand out more, so I want to get rid of some of the background. So I'm going to take some paint and I'm going to paint around here on one side, and this side I'm not sure yet. I may leave it, but I love Spa Blue along with all the greens. And this one's new because I ran out of the other one. Actually, it's not new. It's old. I've had it a long time. I panicked buyed. I bought some when they were on clearance, and I thought, what if they never make it again? So I bought a bunch, and now they're old. So we'll see if they work. I can hear it moving, feel it. Okay, let's see if that's better. That's a little better. I need one of those shakers that manicurists use, or hobby, like model making people that do models for hobbies use to shake up their paint. I saw Tim Holt use one, and I thought, what a good idea, because I break my arm trying to get these bottles shaken up, and I think I need one of those. Okay, let's set this over here to dry for a second. I'm going to see if there's anything I want to add the blue to over here. I don't think there is. No. All right, well, we'll just add it to our drop sheet here. And it will eventually be cut up into something. This is what I do with all my excess paint. I just scrub it off onto my paper below me, make little shapes, and I wet my brush and I just put color down wherever there needs to be color. And I go over things, overlap things. Oh, got you too far out now? I always forget to zoom in or out. What this would look like in here. There's not enough color left. It's okay. Okay, so let me get another, some drop paper below it. Isn't that pretty? I love that. Okay, for now, I want to doodle on the page. I'm going to use some pencil, a Jelly Roll pen that's white, and maybe a Posca pen that's white or black. And there's 2 sizes here, and I'm not sure which size I might reach for. The larger one is 1.3 millimeters, and the smaller one is 0.7 millimeters. So I'm going to start with my pencil, because I always like to add pencil. think I'm going to leave this off. I don't think we need it on here. Actually, I kind of like it like this. Right across there. I like that. Let's do that. We're going to call this page Positivity. Just for fun. All right. Okay, I think we're done with this. I think that's cute. Okay, there's a close-up. All right, let's move on to the next one. So, this one here, we need to... I don't know what we need to do. I don't know. Outline everything just to see what it looks like. Seems like this needs something added to it. This needs to be kind of disappeared. Okay, here's what we're going to do on this one. You might think I'm crazy, but we're going to do it anyway. This piece that I cut out that I didn't use on another page, we're going to put that right here. And then I have this butterfly cut out. I'm going to lay it right here on top of my flower. And we're going to glue those down. So now I have the pretty flower that I liked still showing through. It's not a flower anymore, but the colors are still showing through. So then I'm going to take some paint and I'm going to push all this back here and here. I might leave this alone. I might leave that pink alone. I'm going to use titanium white. Now I'm going to let that dry and then I'll decide if I'm going to bring a color in or not. I've decided to take some of the paint that we used to create these flowers here in the video, a couple videos back, which is the Liquitex acrylic gouache, and I decided to take the Prism Violet and put that in here, but I don't want it too dark. So I'm going to start off with a little bit and add water. Okay, I like it, but it's a little stronger than I wanted. I wanted it a little grayed down, maybe a little gray on top. Sheer gray? I don't know. Oh, I gotta do this little corner down here. Oops, getting it on the page behind, which is okay. It blends in, see? Oh, let's just go ahead and put some on that page back here. How about that? Looks good. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to put the extra paint on here. Okay, I have some Snow White Pearl-like Finish paint by Deco Art sitting here, and I'm wondering if putting that on top will tone it down or just make it shine more. I don't know. We're going to try it. I like that. And it's going to give it a little shimmer, which kind of goes with this palette paper here where the white is showing through. That's actual palette paper. It's not paint. And it will kind of blend with that. It just tones it down just enough. Does the other page need any? Why not? There we go. All right. All right, I've got all the paint on that I'm going to put on. I did put another layer, just so you know. I'm going to take my black Stabilo olive pencil and I'm going to go around whatever this thing is, the world, in this circle. I might go around the heart just for fun. And I don't know if I'll go around the butterfly with the black Stabilo, but possibly. And then I will go around with a wet paintbrush and let the pencil activate and spread around and do whatever it's gonna do. I think I'm going to use the Jelly Roll pen by Arteza that Terry gave me to do the inside of the butterfly. So we have 2 pages done, but there's something that needs to be added here. I don't know what yet. I'll figure it out. I wonder if this needs to go. No, I have something in mind for that piece. Okay, I found the perfect piece for this. It's just one of those little scraps laying around. I'm gonna stick it right there. I'm gonna glue that down. And that is that. I like that much better. Okay. There's that one. Now let's move on to our very last page. This one, I almost think is done, just going around it with a little bit of pencil. But this is where I wanted to use that brown right here. So let's do the pencil first. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this here. All right, now I gotta go get my paint. I need some brown paint and my white Posca pen, and then I'll be done with this page. I'm gonna try and use this Liquitex gouache. I don't think it's the same color, but I'll add some of this color into the brown, and that should help. I hope this turns out the way I want it to, because it'll be really cute. That is so cute. Okay, then over here I'm gonna write spring, because today is first day of spring, so I'm gonna write spring with my left hand. I don't know if I can do it in this small space, because I'm not left-handed. There we go. That is adorable. I just think that is so cute. All right. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the process of how this goes. I hope you play in your scrapbooks, using up your little scraps. You never know what you're going to get. One more quick look. Let me put this up some, and then I'll do this. Okay, there's one. And there's 2. And there's 3. This one's my favorite. That one right there. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.